Our trip today with Emperor Nero, one of the most important Roman emperors. Emperor Nero was born in Antium, Italy, in the year 37 AD. He was a Roman emperor whose life was characterized by controversy, political intrigue, and a bad reputation. His uncle was Emperor Caligula, who used to spend his money on pleasures and debauchery, and he had a desire to torture his opponents with the most severe forms of torture, then throw their bodies to animals to eat. He also exiled Nero's mother, Agrippina, to the island of Pontia. After he was killed by an army officer, Claudius took the throne. Nero's father died when he was young, and his mother married Emperor Claudius, who later adopted Nero. This adoption allowed Nero to become heir to the Roman Empire. After the death of Emperor Claudius, Nero assumed the throne when he was 16 years old. Initially, his judgment was influenced by his mother, who served as his guardian. But the clash intensified between Nero and his mother, who threatened him that if he did not listen and carry out her orders, she would return the throne to the legitimate heir, who was Britannicus, the legitimate son of Emperor Claudius. Nero was afraid of his mother's threat, so he thought about killing Britannicus with poison. Then he implemented his plan and killed him. Nero asserted his authority and surrounded himself with advisors. Through gifts and money, Nero brought princes and statesmen to his side, and the influence of his mother Agrippina diminished over time. During the first years of his rule, Nero focused on music and theater. He was known for his interest in the arts and often performed as himself on stage. However, his passion for art led him to neglect his administrative duties and left the rule of the empire in the hands of his advisors. In the year 59 AD, Nero killed his mother as their relationship deteriorated, and he sought to eliminate her influence. So he sent his soldiers to the palace and killed her with swords. This act marked a turning point in Nero's reign, and people considered it treason, which led to a decline in his popularity among the Roman elite. But the situation soon returned to what it was after the army leaders and the Senate gave a lot of money. The political situation in the country deteriorated after Nero indulged in amusement and pleasures. Many failed coup attempts were made against him. He arrested all the coup leaders and executed them in a general massacre that killed more than 5,000 people. His reign witnessed many crises and disputes. A devastating fire broke out in Rome, destroying a large part of the city. Nero was accused of setting the fire to make way for his architectural projects. However, Nero falsely accused the Christians of being the cause of this fire and began to distract the people into arresting and killing them. Nero used the fire as an opportunity to rebuild Rome in a grander style and building the infamous Domus Aurea, which was called the Golden House, and implementing urban planning reforms. The most important thing that Nero suffered during his reign was the rebellion led by 𝕽𝖊𝖐, queen of the Iceni tribe in Britain. 𝕽𝖊𝐻's uprising destroyed many Roman settlements and caused huge losses of life. Nero sent his general Suetonius to suppress the rebellion, and the Roman forces were eventually victorious. As Nero's rule progressed, his behavior became increasingly erratic and tyrannical. He executed several prominent senators and political rivals, leading to further discontent among the Roman elite. In the year 68 AD, a rebellion broke out in Gaul. In the face of the threat of deposition and execution, Nero fled to a small hut for one of his servants who stayed with him. He remained in hiding until he felt the presence of soldiers around the place, so he decided to kill himself and became the first Roman emperor to commit suicide. Nero's death marked the end of the Julio-Claudian dynasty and the beginning of the Year of the Four Emperors, a period of civil war and political instability in Rome. Despite his controversial reputation and his reign's association with excesses and tyranny, Nero left a lasting impact on Rome's architectural and cultural landscape. The story of Emperor Nero's life is a story of power, intrigue, and controversy. His rule began with promise, but gradually descended into despotic behavior, leading to his eventual downfall and the end of the Julio-Claudian dynasty.
In upcoming videos, we will delve into the lives of other prominent figures who left an indelible mark on history. Subscribe and enjoy.